What's up, guys? Baker here. Next part of the OCE breakdown, Stam Quarry Part 3, and guess what? I got the color correction, don't worry. If you don't recognize it, this is the one of my dubstep ones. I actually called it Cotton Candy, and this is the first edit when I made it. It's got the pink and the blue on one side and stuff. I thought it was pretty cool. So I just made an adjustment layer in the intro comp, and I'm actually just gonna add some CC lines as well, just to kind of get a little bit rounded edge, a little bit more, maybe like 250. I mean, there's nothing really on the edges, so you can't really tell too much, but I don't know, I think it looks pretty cool. And that's about it for that. So back in the main comp, let's see, what should we do today? So basically I left you with, what the hell was that? Oh, text message. Okay. So I left you with the thing coming in. I got the film burn, just coming in with the music and stuff, and jumping, and I got the side cinematic. Oh, that should be on top. And okay, so he's running, and that goes away, and I did the grids, so that's cool. So the grids are cool. What else? So I had the little, I had like a little explosion ring. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is pretty cool. So we'll make a new solid. We need this to be a square. So just go ahead and make it 1280 by 1280. It doesn't matter. Let me just take a quick look. Did I just use fractal noise? Okay, yeah. So we'll add some fractal noise. Bam. And we'll leave it for now. Go ahead and take your ellipse tool and double click so we get a ring. Duplicate the mask. You've probably seen this before, right? I mean, you're just making a ring. Done this plenty of times. And then just feather it to get this kind of inside ring thingy. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to trim this as well. Just so it doesn't, go crazy. Let's see. No. Contrast a little bit. Let's animate the evolution. So just kind of set a keyframe here, move forward, and just just give it some value. I mean, just doesn't matter. I mean, you're not really gonna see it that much anyway, but just a little bit of randomness looks kind of cool. Then we're gonna tint this. So color correction tint. We'll make this a nice bluish, kind of cool color, because what we're going to do is set this to add, and when it's set to add, it looks really cool. Yeah. So let me zoom in here. So when when the Twixter starts and he jumps right on here, what I'm gonna do is actually turn this into a 3D layer. Okay, done. We're done. Just kidding. Rotate it 90 on the X, so it's kind of flat like this. And then push P for position and just kind of scoot it down. You can also adjust the rotation to make it kind of look like it's, fits in with the scene. And that looks, it doesn't look too bad. A little bit higher. Okay, so what's going to happen is it starts here, right? So we're going to push S for scale, keyframe, set it down to 0. And then move forward until just about the Twixter stops. And just kind of expand this really far out, just kind of like that. And I might need to rotate it a little bit more, not so much. Okay. So basically what we get is this. Wow, this adaptive resolution really sucks right now. Like that. Okay. So what we're going to do is at the end just kind of fade it out with a simple opacity fade. Keyframe. Now the problem is the ring is overlapping the gun, and that is dumb looking. But if you've seen my other tutorials, you know a little secret about track mats, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Solid. Call this track mat. Make it comp size. Boom. And let's turn it off right now. And then when he's jumping in the air, go ahead and take your pen tool and just make a garbage mask around the gun. I mean, it's Again, it's going to be such a fast effect, you're not really going to need to be perfect. Plus, we're going to feather it too. So, if we go to ring, change the toggle switch and set the track mat to alpha mat. There we go. And then MM for the track mat and just feather it, I don't know, 25 pixels. So now the ring explodes and it goes and it's hiding behind the gun, and that's cool. It's like sweet. So that's basically that. What else did I know? What else did I know? So if you want the ring to be thicker, you can actually go into the ring, push MM, and that second mask, just expand it a little bit more. So really up to you. Expand it and feather it, and I don't know. It's your ring. But I thought that was a cool effect. Let's see here. Okay, so when he shoots, I'm gonna have a CC change. So it looks all normal, and then it's gonna turn into my cotton candy. So right when he shoots, just go ahead and trim it if you want. It doesn't really matter, but just new CC. Put on some looks. Meep. And we'll go to edits. And if you downloaded my color correction pack, you'll be using Baker Dubstep 1, aka Cotton Candy. Cotton Candy. And of course, you can always adjust it to get your levels right and everything. So that's cool. I actually used the CC lens on it too. So that first frame when it starts, set it to just so the black doesn't show. So just about 90, 100-ish. Set it like that, and just have it explode out. So maybe stop it around 400. So it shoots, and it's just like so it's normal, and then it shoots like a bubble thing or something. How about, let's get that flashing in. Time for some expressions. Alright, so the data for flashing. Go ahead and make a new adjustment layer. And just add some levels. And again, if you've seen my tutorials, you should know this by now, or seen this at least. So this is the flashing, and we're just going to link the flashing opacity to the data for flashing. Slider, pick whip. So now it's just going to flash the whole time to the song. And it basically flashes the entire time. I don't want that. So I want it to start when the gun shoots. So I'll just trim the adjustment layer for flashing. And then we get some flashing over here. And don't want it to be too overpowering and stuff, but that's about that part. I also had some twitch, so let's go over another adjustment layer. And let's put the CC after the flashing. Okay. That looks good. So adjustment layer, we'll put this under the CC. Shouldn't really matter, but yeah. We'll put this above the ring and everything. So this is back when he's jumping again. We're just going to add some more random effects. This will be wave warp. And if you've seen my other tutorial again, you should seen this too. This was used in my TV transition tutorial. So wave type, I'm going to change it to square. Wave height, set it down to 0 for right now. Wave width, well, let's set this up so I can see. Wave width, we want this to be pretty tiny. Let me see what I used real quick. Give me a sec. I used wave width was 3. So if you look at this in like full res, it gets cool little jagged lines almost. And, that's what I'm going for. It's a little slow to render, but it'll look cool. So I think I was already right there. Yeah. So he's jumping. I think I was right here. Okay, so wave warp, we're going to keyframe this, the wave height, to 0. So it looks normal. Keyframe, picture frame, and I'm going to go to the end of the Twixtor, push U, keyframe at 0, and then just go in the middle now, and then just keyframe it to whatever I want. I think I used, I don't know, like 15, I mean, you don't want it to be like too crazy. I mean, you still want to see what's going on, just to make it, you know, kind of cool. And then let's change the direction. So maybe like a sideways warp. So 135 is 45 degrees that way. And then we can also pin all the edges so we don't get the weird black edges. So just a short little like distortion burst. That's what kind of what I'm going for. And maybe we can put the grids above that so we can actually see the grids. So I mean, it's really up to you, but it's like little distortion. And then he shoots with the new CC Cotton Candy Dubstep. Meow, meow. Alright, how am I doing on time? How am I doing on time? Clock. 3 minutes. Alright. Interesting. Yes, I see. Yes. How about... I might want to just save the expressions for the next time, make it a short tutorial, but let's see what else I can do. Explosion dull. Since I'm muting the clip, I think I am. Probably. Since I'm muting the clip, I'm just going to have it, oh, what the hell was that? Bad argument. Couldn't find effect. Name both channels. Expression disabled. Layer 2 flashing. Okay, where is that? Flashing. So, right here, just expressions disabled, just click equals. It'll fix itself. Alright. We're going to go down here to the song, push LL, and it looks like the drop's right here. Push LL over here. Scoot this over so it's basically synced. And then just add some bass and treble and stuff. I've also had another tutorial on this. This was called Audio Effects. Basically how to get that agony boom. So just add some bass and treble and then add some delay and have the delay 100 milliseconds, delay amount 100, and it'll basically just be like a huge like. And I should probably import a intervention gun sound, but I'll do that later because I don't know where it is on my computer right now. Let's see, I got the flashing, the new color correction, the intro, the film burn, that ring. I got, okay, real quick, let's add some Twitch. So zoom out here a little bit. Close up these waveforms. We don't need to see them. Adjustment layer. Alright, when do I start the Twitch? Alright, so I start it when he's kind of, or when he shoots. Alright, so the Twitch, I'll just trim it again. Call this Twitch. And we'll put this underneath the color correction, above the grids and everything. And we'll add some Video Copilot Twitch. Sweet. Alright, so I just left the amount and the speed the same, but let's enable some slide. Go down to the operator controls. And I had the slide amount down to 3. Oh, close up on me. That's good. Slide spread down to 1. That keeps the direction going up and down. Or slide spread down to 0. Keeps it up and down. RGB split 100. And the motion blur 25. So that'll just kind of randomize some RGB splitting going up and down. See that? The greens and the pinks. And, computer's a little slow right now. There's tons of effects going on. But, oh, there's my timer. Alright, so I'll try to finish this one more recording, and we'll go over the syncing of the Twixtor at the end, and some expressions. It'll be sweet. So I'll see you guys there. Peace.